Long before the galaxy ever learned to pronounce the word human, a legend echoed through the stars, a myth of a theoretical species known only as the final evaluation of predator. This was not a tale of monsters or mindless beasts, but of a being whose most formidable weapon was not its claws or fangs, but its mind, an insatiable, relentless force of curiosity and determination that could not be tamed. The galaxy imagined this predator as something unique, a creature whose hunger was not for flesh, but for understanding, for progress, for the next impossible challenge. Its mind was a storm, always searching, always questioning, never satisfied with the status quo. It was said that this species would not merely endure chaos, but would find opportunity within it, thriving where others faltered, adapting to every new disaster, and turning adversity into strength. Their history would be written in the language of survival, innovation, and relentless hope. Most life in the galaxy found comfort in the familiar. Civilizations evolved to fit their worlds, their cultures shaped by the gentle hand of stability. They built societies that valued predictability, harmony, and the safety of tradition, rarely venturing beyond the boundaries of their own comfort. But the final predator, as the legend went, was different. It was forged in the crucible of turmoil, shaped by constant change and challenge. This species was never content to rest, always striving for more, always reaching for the unknown, and always learning from failure. The Council, composed of beings of light, crystal, and ancient wisdom, had witnessed countless hunters and survivors across the eons. Yet every species they knew was ultimately limited by its own biology, its instincts, and its fear of change. The legend spoke of a species whose greatest strength was, paradoxically, its fragility. Its power lay in its will to overcome, in the ability to turn weakness into resilience, and in the courage to face the unknown with open eyes and open hearts. For ages, no one truly believed such a species could exist. It was a cosmic long shot, a hopeful myth whispered among the stars, a story told to inspire or to warn. And then, in the Earth year 2475, everything changed. A probe, drifting quietly through a forgotten spiral arm of the galaxy, sent back a signal, one that would forever alter the Council's understanding of what was possible in the universe. The discovery seemed trivial at first, a small blue planet orbiting Sol, teeming with volatile life. To the Council's astronomers, it was just another data point, a speck of color in the endless black. Yet, as their instruments focused in, the planet's vibrancy stood out. A world alive with storms, oceans, and a dizzying array of creatures. The dominant species, humans, appeared weak, soft-skinned, slow, lacking natural defenses. Their bodies were fragile, their senses dull compared to the predators of their own world. They seemed ill-suited for survival, let alone dominance. By all logic, they should have been wiped out by catastrophe. Earth itself was a crucible of disaster. Earthquakes, storms, disease, and the ever-present threat of extinction. Time and again, nature tested them with fire and flood. Yet they had not only survived, but dominated their world. Against all odds, they built sprawling cities, reshaped landscapes, and multiplied in number. Their ingenuity allowed them to thrive where others would have perished. They built cities, split the atom, and sent machines to other planets. Their curiosity was insatiable, their ambition boundless. In a few short centuries, they leapt from stone tools to star-bound rockets, forever altering their destiny. The Council was baffled. How could such a fragile species achieve so much? Their progress defied every model, every prediction. The more the Council studied, the more questions arose. Humanity's world bore scars of conflict and beauty, chaos and creativity. Their history was written in both destruction and renewal, in monuments and ruins, in art and in ashes. Unlike other spacefaring species, humans reached for the stars while still wrestling with division and scarcity. Their unpredictability was unprecedented. They dreamed of unity, yet struggled with discord. They aspired to peace, yet waged war. Reports warned, humans were capable of both compassion and brutality, unity and division. They could heal or harm, build bridges or burn them, often in the same breath. Their duality was both their greatest strength and deepest flaw. They were explorers, poets, warriors, and healers, often all at once. Each individual carried the potential for greatness or destruction, and sometimes both at the same time. The Council hesitated, recalling the legend of the final predator, whispers of a species that could shape fate itself and would would rise from adversity and change the galaxy forever, haunted their deliberations. Could this blue world be its cradle? Was humanity the answer to the prophecy, or a new threat entirely? The question echoed through the halls of the council, growing louder with every passing moment, as the fate of the galaxy seemed to hinge on the mystery of the blue marble called Earth. In the galaxy, the word predator conjured images of mindless violence, creatures driven by hunger, instinct, and the relentless pursuit of prey. Across countless worlds, predators were feared for their claws, their fangs, and their brute strength. But there was one species that defied every expectation, rewriting the very definition of what it meant to be a predator. Humanity stood apart, not because of their physical prowess, but because of their minds. They were predators of a different kind, hunters of knowledge, seekers of solutions, always reaching for something more. Their predatory nature was intellectual. They didn't just hunt animals, they hunted mysteries, attacked problems, and pursued the unknown with relentless curiosity. Every challenge was a puzzle to be solved, every barrier an invitation to innovate. Disease, they tracked it down, mapped its secrets, and engineered cures that saved millions. Plagues that once threatened to wipe them out became stepping stones for greater understanding. Distance, they refused to be limited by it. They built wheels to cross continents, engines to shrink the world, and sent signals racing across the globe in the blink of an eye. Even the sky was no longer a limit. It was a challenge to be conquered. Every obstacle became fuel for their innovation. Where others saw impossibility, humans saw opportunity. Their creativity was boundless, their determination unyielding. It was this adaptability, this refusal to accept limits, that unsettled the council most. Humanity was unpredictable, a force that could not be contained or easily understood. Other species were bound to their environments, shaped by the worlds that birthed them. But humans reshaped their world, bending nature to their will, building cities where forests once stood and farms where deserts had lain. They built suits to walk in the vacuum of space, habitats to survive the harshest deserts and the coldest poles. The entire planet became their cradle, and even that was not enough. They reached for the stars. Their danger wasn't in conquest or domination, but in disruption. They were a force of change, a catalyst in a galaxy that had long been stable and predictable. The Council realized that humanity could not be ignored. Their unpredictability was both a threat and a promise, something entirely new in the cosmic order. They needed to understand this wild card to see if humanity's ingenuity could be guided, or if it would upend everything the Council had built. So, they devised a test, one that would reveal the true nature of this unpredictable species. Not a warship, not an ambassador, but a question, a challenge wrapped in mystery sent across the void. A probe, cleverly disguised as an asteroid, was sent silently toward Earth's moon, carrying with it the Council's enigma. The galaxy would watch, holding its breath, to see how humanity would respond to the greatest test it had ever faced. The probe, Asteroid Anvil, was a cosmic puzzle. On a collision course with the moon, visible months in advance, its true test, not technology, but character. Would humanity unite or fracture under threat? The probe's sensors watched as fear spread. Doomsday headlines, panic, uncertainty. But then, something changed. Scientists and engineers worldwide began to collaborate, sharing data, setting aside rivalries. Factories retooled, students ran calculations, retired experts volunteered. The response was not military, but scientific and communal. Humanity mobilized not with anger, but with curiosity and determination to protect their home. The final predator was not baring its teeth, it was sharpening its mind. The Council watched, astonished. The real test had begun. Project Shepherd became a global mission, its goal not destruction, but a gentle nudge to save the moon. The Odyssey, a ship built by United Nations, carried a diverse crew. The world watched as one, united by purpose, not fear. The launch was flawless. The Odyssey approached Anvil and discovered its artificial nature. Wonder replaced fear. First contact was at hand. The mission shifted. Protect Earth, but also communicate. The Odyssey used a gravity tractor, a peaceful, precise solution. As Anvil was safely redirected, the probe revealed itself, transmitting a message: prime numbers, the Pythagorean theorem, and galactic coordinates. The test was over. An invitation had been sent. Humanity had passed. The galaxy awaited their answer. Humanity chose Commander Elena Voss, Odyssey's leader, as their ambassador. She stood before the Galactic Council, beings of light, crystal, and thought. The Council explained the test, their fear of humanity's potential for chaos. Voss listened, then spoke. You see our history of conflict as weakness. We call it a crucible. Every war taught us peace. Every famine taught us cooperation. Every mistake became wisdom. We are predators, but we hunt ignorance, disease, and our own limitations. She didn't ask for protection or guidance, but for equality. We are not your subjects or children. We are your peers. We have earned our place here. We offer a new perspective, a species that builds bridges across the abyss. The chamber echoed with her words. The council was stunned. Humanity had demanded partnership, not patronage. The galaxy listened. Voss's argument centered on the human paradox. Our strengths are born from our weaknesses. Fragility made us clever. Short lives made us ambitious. Fear fueled our drive to explore. Species in harmony have little reason to reach for the stars. Humanity's constant struggle forced us to innovate, to build, to question. Our greatest art and science often emerged from suffering and adversity. The Anvil test proved it. Fear became collaboration, crisis became unity. We learned to turn chaos into discovery. The Council, once obsessed with stability, saw the value in humanity's audacity. We didn't seek chaos, but we weren't afraid of it. Our history showed the highest stakes brought out our best. The final evaluation was clear. A predator that preys on its own limits, turning fear into progress. The galaxy needed that perspective. The Council saw humanity's stars not as flaws, but as proof of resilience. Our vitality and drive were what the ancient races had lost. Humanity was not a threat, but a resource, a specialist in the art of the comeback. The Council voted unanimously. Humanity was granted a full seat as equals. We became the pioneers of adversity, offering a perspective the galaxy needed. Our history of conflict gave us a unique understanding of peace. We shared our art, science, and stories, and gained access to the wisdom of the stars. The Anvil Probe became a legend, a reminder that unity is an active choice. The ultimate predator adapts, learns, and seeks to understand. Today, this future is unwritten. A dream for tomorrow, seeded by our choices now. Every act of collaboration, every investment in science, every moment of wonder brings us closer to the stars. Our journey begins not with starships, but with a cosmic perspective. We are all crew on Earth, sailing a vast, mysterious ocean. The universe's challenges are many, but our intellect and spirit are our tools. Our destiny is partnership, not conquest. The next horizon is the stars. What wonders and challenges await, we do not know. The quest for knowledge is endless. And our curiosity is the only map we need. The cosmic ocean awaits. Our ship is